Every legend starts with a spark, a moment, a figure, a flash of greatness that changes everything. For LeBron James, that spark had a name, Michael Jordan. But here's the question: what happens when the player who once adorned your bedroom wall becomes the player you're constantly compared to? When the man you idolized becomes the standard you're now measured against? Do you chase him, surpass him, or honor him? This isn't just about stats or rings. This is about reverence. About one of the greatest basketball players of all time, LeBron James, and his journey from being a kid who wanted to be like Mike to becoming his own version of greatness, while never losing respect for the one who came first. This is a story of inspiration, of admiration, of mentorship across generations, both direct and indirect. It's about how greatness can echo through time, and how one man's legacy can become another man's launchpad. Let's take a deep look at how LeBron James has carried the torch, not just to chase Jordan, but to honor him. The first glimpse, a young LeBron meets his hero. LeBron James was born in December 1984, right in the middle of Jordan's rise to stardom. By the time LeBron could dribble a basketball, Michael Jordan was already a global icon. The shoes, the championships, the swagger, the mystique. In Akron, Ohio, a young LeBron would sit on the floor, glued to the TV, watching Jordan hit game winners and drop 40 on anyone who dared to guard him. He wore Bulls gear, studied the fadeaway, emulated the tongue-out drive. His walls weren't filled with superhero posters. They were filled with MJ. He once said, "I wanted to fly just like Mike. I wore the shoes not just because they were cool, but because I believed they gave me powers." And then came the moment. In 2003, just weeks before LeBron was drafted #1 overall, he met Michael Jordan for the first time. It wasn't a viral moment. No cameras, just basketball players, legends, and soon-to-be legends sharing the court. LeBron later recalled, "It was like meeting God disguised as a basketball player." That meeting wasn't just a photo op, it was a rite of passage. Jordan told LeBron to stay hungry, to keep his circle tight, to block out the noise. The words stuck. Because for LeBron, this wasn't just any player offering advice, it was the player, chasing the shadow, the pressure of the MJ comparisons. The second LeBron stepped into the NBA, the MJ comparisons followed like a shadow. Was he the next Jordan? Could he surpass the GOAT? Would he dominate the way MJ did? The media didn't wait. Sports Illustrated had dubbed him the chosen one at age 17. Nike handed him a $90 million deal before he played a single professional game, the biggest since Jordan. And through it all, LeBron never ran from the comparison. He never disrespected it. In fact, he honored it by working relentlessly to live up to it. He didn't copy Jordan. He carved his own path as a pass-first forward with the mind of a point guard and the body of a freight train. But he always acknowledged that Jordan was the blueprint. "I wear 23 because of Michael," LeBron said. "I wanted people to know I respected the one who came before me." Even as he built his own brand, his own legacy, LeBron never tried to erase Jordan's. He lifted it up, in pressers, in interviews, even on social media. That kind of reverence is rare, especially when the world is constantly trying to pit one legend against another. But LeBron saw it differently. He wasn't trying to replace MJ. He was trying to honor him by rising to the same level, from emulation to evolution, carrying the torch differently. Over time, something shifted. LeBron wasn't just the next Jordan. He became LeBron James in full, a once-in-a-generation player doing things the league had never seen before. While Jordan was a ruthless scorer and cold-blooded closer, LeBron became a floor general, a creator, a basketball savant who could lead the league in scoring or assists, depending on what his team needed. And yet, the respect for Jordan remained. Always. When asked about his place in the GOAT debate, LeBron has never outright claimed the throne. Even when he passed MJ on the all-time scoring list, His tone was reflective, not boastful. "It's surreal," he said. "I wouldn't be here without Michael Jordan. He's my inspiration." LeBron has called Jordan the reason I picked up a basketball. When he broke records, he often referenced MJ's influence. Even as he rewrote history, he kept tipping his hat to the man who helped write the first draft. That kind of humility doesn't come from marketing. It comes from reverence, from understanding that greatness is a continuum and you're just carrying the torch for a while. The 2020 NBA Finals, a subtle tribute. When the Lakers won the 2020 NBA championship in the bubble, the moment was about more than just basketball. The world had lost Kobe Bryant months earlier. The season had been flipped upside down by a pandemic, and yet there was LeBron, lifting the trophy for the fourth time at age 35. But look closer. Look at the jersey. LeBron and the Lakers wore the black Mamba uniforms, honoring Kobe. But earlier that season, LeBron had honored MJ too. He wore Jordan 1s to a game, the classic red and white Chicago style. No statement, no caption, just respect. Later, when he was asked about the GOAT debate, he smiled and said, "You know, for me personally, I just want to be respected by the greats. Jordan, Magic, Bird, Kobe, that's it." LeBron wasn't trying to one-up MJ. He was living in the legacy MJ helped build. That 2020 title was special, not just because of what it meant for the Lakers, but because it symbolized LeBron's full circle moment. He had carried the league through grief, through chaos, through history, just like Mike once did. A moment in Cleveland, the All-Star Game embrace. Let's talk about 2022, Cleveland, the NBA All-Star Game. It was the league's 75th anniversary celebration, a night where the NBA honored its all-time greats. And in the middle of it, two men stood side by side, Michael Jordan and LeBron James. For years, the two hadn't had many public interactions. Fans speculated about tension, rivalry, egos. But on that stage, under the spotlight, something genuine happened. Jordan walked over, LeBron smiled, and then came the hug. It was more than symbolic. It was generational. That's the beautiful thing about legacy. It doesn't end. It evolves. And the respect LeBron has shown for MJ through every step of his career. That's greatness beyond the game. If you felt this, show some love. Like this video if it gave you chills. Subscribe for more deep dive stories into the legends of basketball. Share this with a fellow fan who still remembers their first pair of Jordans. Drop a comment. What's your favorite MJ-LeBron moment of mutual respect? This isn't just basketball history, it's basketball lineage, and we're lucky enough to witness it.